For the other half, this is the time for big Hearts. Marooned at the bottom from Tynecastle, it's Hearts against Killie. In contrast to Hibs' runaway success this season, their Edinburgh rivals, Hearts, have been in free fall because before this afternoon's meeting with Kilmarnock, they'd lost 10 of their previous 11 games. At Tynecastle, it was a case of all hands to the pump. Even ex-Hibbies were welcome as Darren Jackson made his debut in a Hearts side that was desperate for points against Killie. Rob McLean is your commentator.
Of the two new Hearts signings, one starts, that's Darren Jackson, and one's on the bench, Kevin James. There are 4 changes from the 11 who started against Dundee 2 weeks ago. Naismith is injured, Flogel has flu. Out as well go 2 Frenchmen, Bertie and Guérin. A pleasant surprise in this lineup for the Hearts fans is the latest comeback of Colin Cameron. There's an attacking look to Jim Jeffries' selection with Stefan Adam back in attack. Rab McKinnon takes the place of Naismith. Darren Jackson used to be the player the Hearts supporters loved to hate in his 5 seasons with Hibs. Now they hope he can spark their survival hopes. Kilmarnock make just 1 change from the team which drew 0-0 with Celtic on their last outing. Striker Ali McCoist is demoted to the bench. In comes an extra midfielder, Alan Mahood. Other than that, it's a settled side. It's Kevin McGowne's last match before serving a suspension. He and Jim Lauchlan will try to keep up Kilmarnock's still impressive defensive record. Just 20 goals lost in 28 league games. It's scoring goals that's been a problem. Paul Wright is the top marksman, and by his standards, 8 is a disappointing total at this stage of the season. The referee for Hearts against Kilmarnock is Kenny Clark. The home team get the match started, and the supporters in good voice. It's been, though, a depressing run of results for them. They haven't won a match for 4 months. The 6th of December against Celtic was their last victory, and they haven't scored a league goal in 1999. Determination, though, in that first challenge from Dave MacPherson. Now for Kilmarnock, Dylan Kerr, switching play cleverly. Gus MacPherson, optimistic towards Mitchell, and Gary Locke lets it run. Durrant, a loose pass, picked up by McSwagan. Here comes Gary Locke. Early ball in, chased by Jackson, and well read by Gordon Marshall. This is the role Jim Jeffries wants Jackson to play, coming in, supporting the strikers, and not too far away. Strong play from Adam. Jackson finding Cameron, looking for an opening. Here's Gary Locke. Dangerous ball driven in, and headed behind by Gus MacPherson. Locke, the club captain. Nobody feels Hearts' current demise more than him. That's the corner kick beyond Marshall. Nobody there for Hearts. Good delivery there from Steve Fulton. And Marshall was in bother against this as it swerved and dipped. Stephen Presley came in at the far post, but too late. Kevin McGowan's header away. Falling from McKinnon. He's away from Gary Holt. Good efforts from Rob McKinnon. He's been recalled to Tynecastle after a loan spell with Hartlepool. Back in for Gary Naismith, and this was a reasonable effort. It skidded just wide. Dylan Kerr's pass for Ali Mitchell. Good control, neat touch. That wasn't so neat from Gary Locke. Clumsy tackle. And the free kick conceded. Ali Mitchell playing further forward with Alan Mahood in the midfield. Turned over the crossbar, the free kick by Paul Ritchie, and it's Kilmarnock's first corner. McGowne is up. In from Durrant. Knocked off the line by Steve Fulton. The first real chance, and it was Kilmarnock's. Blocked again. Finally cleared by McKinnon. The Hearts indebted there to Fulton, who saved them from the set piece, driven in low by Durrant, dummied by Mitchell, and it was Wright's effort. Fulton in the way. Durrant's pass. Free kick against MacPherson, knocked over Paul Wright. Not a decision that Jim Jeffries will speak too highly of. Durrant and Wright over the ball, left by Wright. In from Durrant. The move doesn't come off for Kilmarnock. Might do yet, no. Durrant to MacPherson, lining up the shot. Good strike from Gus MacPherson. Good goalkeeping from Gilles Rousset. Caught it cleanly, did MacPherson. Caught it cleanly, did Rousset. Gary Holt finds Paul Wright. Wright tried to return the compliment. Colin Cameron saw it coming. Gary McSwagon's flick. And Stefan Adam with a pace to capture it. The back heel for Gary Locke. And for Rob McKinnon. Just wide. Gary Locke went beyond, still in Kerr before playing in the cross. Up went McKinnon. I think it came off his shoulder and flew wide of target. Adam's flick. Defended well by Lauchlan. That's MacPherson, he's under pressure from Rob McKinnon. Gary McSwagon! Hearts have the leads, and that is relief for Gary McSwagon. Before today, 12 games in his Hearts career without a goal. Finally, he's done it. 17 minutes gone in the first half. This, though, down as much as anything to poor play from Gus MacPherson. Overrun it, gave possession away. It was slipped through to Gary McSwagon, and a class finish. Darren Jackson, the supplier, bravely got the touch, which set up McSwagon for 1-0 Hearts. Ritchie, Cameron, neat touch from McSwagon to Fulton. Hearts playing the ball nicely through the midfield. Williamson will not be charmed one little bit about how that goal was given away. Sloppy defending. Fulton, Adam, Cameron, lovely turn from Colin Cameron. Adam! Well, Stefan Adam knows it would have been a cracker had it ended up in the back of the net, because the build-up was superb. Look at the skill and ability here of Cameron to get away from Reilly. Dangerous cutback. And Adam might well have celebrated his new contract with a Hearts goal, but Cameron certainly impressive there. Gus MacPherson in towards Alan Mahood. And then the shout from behind Presley came from Lucy. Locke going outside Lauchlan, picking up the run of Adam. Here's Presley in support. Now Cameron and Fulton. Kilmarnock doing a lot of chasing. Jackson, McSwagon missed his kick. Well set up by Darren Jackson. McSwagon had a half chance there for number 2. Look at the part here played here by Darren Jackson. Great awareness, but the chance gone. Impressive start in his first match in Maroon for Darren Jackson. Mitchell, always a willing runner. He gets a free kick. Steve Fulton used his shoulder. He thought fairly here. And he feels wronged. The free kick's been given against him. Seemed to have the ball, Fulton. Kenny Clark reckoned otherwise. Durrant's free kick. Out comes Rousset. Confidently his. And on the move already, Stephen Presley. Bags of room for Darren Jackson. Only McSweggan is up with him at the moment. Here comes Adam. First touch is excellent. And what a good save by Gordon Marshall. Adam can't believe it. The first touch killed it from Darren Jackson's cross. You expected the next touch to put this in the back of the net, but credit to the goalkeeper. Fine save. McKinnon does well. Away from MacPherson. Fulton's pass for Adam. Lays it back. First time cross from Rav McKinnon. And a chance for Gary Locke. Saved by Marshall. It was a decent chance for Locke. Left to him by McSweggan. Good deep cross from McKinnon, just ushered towards Locke by McSweggan. Good goalkeeping. Another free kick given against Cameron. Turned over the crossbar and a corner kick. Kerr and McGowne both up in the opposing box, and there's Gary Holt. The header cleared off the line by Gary Locke. This was close from Holt, and Gary Locke doing exactly what he was meant to do on the near post. Neat touch from McKinnon. McKinnon on the move again, and Adam chasing Fulton's pass. Lovely back heel from Adam. McKinnon to McSweggan. It's a second goal for Gary McSweggan. It's a second goal for Hearts. 2 minutes from half-time. Gordon Marshall would have to be faulted here, but the Hearts build-up certainly can't. Adam chased Fulton's pass. It was touched back by McKinnon. A lovely change of direction, beating Reilly. And the shot went right through the hands and legs of Gordon Marshall. Marshall's had an outstanding season, but he won't look back on this with much pleasure. Straight through the keeper, 2-0. And what a reception from the Hearts supporters for their team. They're hopeful that the miserable run might be over. And 2 goals in the first half in his 13th match for Hearts for Gary McSweggan. But Kilmarnock had their attacking moments as well. That was Gus MacPherson's shot, saved well by Gilles Rousset, but MacPherson the villain here for Kilmarnock as he lost the ball in a key position, and Darren Jackson set up Gary McSweggan for his first goal for Hearts. Again, Jackson involved there, the set-up man for Stefan Adam, who might well have scored. Gary Locke had a chance as well, saved by Marshall. But Gordon Marshall was certainly at fault here for Hearts' second. Set-up work by Adam and McKinnon. Again, McSweggan right through the keeper. And half-time at Tynecastle. It's Hearts 2, Kilmarnock 0. Kilmarnock get the match restarted. They had hoped they could open up their lead in third place over St Johnstone to 7 points. Not looking that way at the moment, although well capable of a revival. Outplayed though in the first half by Hearts, very determined and meaningful Hearts. And what goes against Kilmarnock is that in their last 8 games they've scored only twice. Ian Durrant can definitely make things happen for them. Reilly to Kerr. Across comes David MacPherson. Safety first policy. I'm sure that Bobby Williamson is expecting better from his team in this second half.
challenge on Stefan Adam. Appeared to get the ball, Lauchlan. In fact, it's not a free kick, it's a throw-in, which seems a bit more like it. Two-goal Gary McSwiggan gets it back from Fulton. Offside flag is up. Colin Cameron foiled. Darren Jackson's clever touch. The flag immediately went up against Cameron. Durrant to Holt. Gary Holt's touch not good enough. Colin Cameron thinking about the shots. Almost went Gary McSwiggan's way. Cut out by Kevin McGowne. He's given away a corner kick. It could have been much more serious had that not through. Put in by Steve Fulton and flicked away by Mahood. Sliding in was Mahood to get the ball away from Jackson. Good by McGowne. That was Lock. Darren Jackson finding some room. Lovely skill, thinking about the shot. Brilliant effort from Jackson. What a goal that would have been in his debut. Tremendous save as well from Marshall. Lovely skill from Jackson to work the opening. Struck it well. Touched away by the right hand of the goalkeeper. Stefan Adam with the corner kick. Claimed by Marshall. Looking to get an attack quickly underway. Not possible for him. Ali Mitchell chasing. Through to Rousset as bodies were tumbling around about him. Lock, and Adam is onside. What a good effort that was. I don't think too many people were expecting a shot from this sort of angle after he got himself in behind Jim Lauchlan and kept himself onside. That was well struck. Confidence is flooding back, isn't it, for Steve Fulton? Lovely crossfield pass as well to Gary Lock. Took a deflection on its way in, and not far away from Gary McSwiggan's hat-trick. Deflected wide, corner kick, after good work from Lock. Took a touch off McGowne. A lot of relieved people inside Tynecastle at the current scoreline, none more so than the Hearts chief executive, Chris Robinson. A double switch for Kilmarnock. Reilly and MacPherson both off, and on comes Ali McCoist, and John Henry is on as well. The Kerr pass, chased by McCoist. Free kick. The challenge of Dave MacPherson. Played in by Durrant. Combination of MacPherson and Rousset got it away. Kevin McGowne. Off McKinnon. Ian Durrant has it. Neat pass, gets it back from John Henry. Henry's shot is a scorer. His first goal of the season, John Henry, and it gives Kilmarnock some hopes. It flew through the legs of Stephen Presley. Gilles Rousset got a touch, but he couldn't keep it out. And suddenly it looks a different game. 2-1. Now Jim Jeffries will be looking for another Hearts goal. 2-1 is fragile. Here's Adam and Cameron. That's McSwiggan and Jackson. Bouncing awkwardly, and good save by Marshall. There would have been a real chance on the rebound here for Stephen Presley, but it had been spilled by Marshall. Fulton's free kick. Good touch from Gary Watt. Foul by Kerr, and he'll be booked once Kenny Clark rescues his yellow card, which he's dropped on the ground in his attempts to get across to Kerr. But the yellow card is now held aloft for this blatant body check on the fast-moving lock. Kevin McSwiggan trying to find some room. Not easy against Jim Lauchlan. In from Fulton, Dave MacPherson, Stephen Presley, offside. Henry to Kerr. Back comes Adam. Squeezed the pass through, John Henry. Good turn by Paul Wright. Not far away. Lovely turn from Wright. Good pass as well from Henry. Got away from Presley to Wright. Rousset flung himself at it as the shot screwed wide. Cool header from McGowne, back to Marshall. And a long ball downfield towards McCoist. Mahood. Durrant. Gary Holt's made a good run. Here's Holt, chance for the equaliser. Saved by Rousset. But it's Ali McCoist on the rebound. He's been taunted with chants about his waistline from the Hearts supporters, and I think that is his response to them. And it's the goal that makes it 2-2. Ian Durrant was the set-up man, but a great run made by Gary Holt. He wasn't picked up by Hearts. His shot tipped away by Rousset, but in on the rebound was Ali McCoist. Look at the room here for Holt. He couldn't score, but McCoist could. Number 7 of the season for McCoist. And Kilmarnock back on level terms. Headed clear by McGowne. Back in from Ritchie. No flag. And another corner kick. Ali McCoist back doing the defending. In from Fulton. And the header from James back off the crossbar. What a start that would have been. Just a minute and a half after coming onto the field. Won the header well. Cannon back off the crossbar. Flipped on by Jackson. And McSwiggan has pace. He's away from Mahood. He's one-on-one. Here's Colin Cameron. It looked for a moment there as if Gordon Marshall had misjudged it. But he just stretched out and got his left hand to it. And that was enough to touch it away from Cameron. Fulton with Jackson behind him. Good ball towards Stephen Presley. Chested down from McSwiggan. And that was good defending for Kilmarnock by Ali Mitchell. After Presley found himself in a lot of room at the far post. 4 minutes of stoppage time played. That's the end of the match. A point apiece, 2 goals apiece. John Henry started the Kilmarnock comeback. They were 2 down at half-time. His shot from the edge of the box made it 2-1. Ali McCoist equalised from close in.
after Gary Holt's effort had been touched away by Gilles Rousset. Hearts will feel they should have won all 3 points. Durrant Jackson, absolutely outstanding for them on his debut. They got themselves 2 goals ahead, but they have to settle for a point, despite Gary McSweggon's double. So they're still in trouble at the foot of the Scottish Premier League, Hearts. A lot of work to be done to get out of that situation. As for Kilmarnock, they stretched their lead over St Johnstone in 3rd spot to 5 points. Final score at Tynecastle, Hearts 2, Kilmarnock 2.
Bobby, I suppose you're going to say you always knew that Kilmarnock were going to come back for a point.
No, I certainly didn't know that at all, but we had a few strong words we said at half-time. I felt they were letting themselves down and letting the supporters down, and we said that we lost bad goals. But credit to your guys, they battled away and they got a point out of something that they didn't look as if they were going to get anything.
What was going wrong in the first half?
They were trying to play in the wrong areas, basically. Gus starts wandering across the park and they get dispossessed, and they're right through on top of your goalkeeper when you lose the ball like that. And unfortunately for us, they scored, and unfortunately for Gus, but he's done well for us in the past and he'll do well for us again in the future.
You seem to fit in very quickly.
Yeah, well, you can't have a honeymoon period when there's only 9 games to go and you're down the bottom of the league. So I knew that, I appreciate that, and I was quite happy the way I played, but at the end of the day, it's the result that matters.
Ali, that was a pretty good rescue mission for Kilmarnock.
It certainly was, Rob. I mean, they settled, been 2-0 down, I think, when they settled for a point. I think the second half obviously played a lot better and actually could have sneaked it a little bit, but I think we'll settle for a point, especially when 2-0 down.
We've got 8 games to go now to get ourselves out of it. The results went our way today. Unfortunately, we didn't take advantage of it, but we got a point, so we're a point closer, and we'll be fighting. I'm sure the fans were happy with the way they played today, the players played, and the commitment, and I'm sure better things have to come.
I think Bobby Williamson knew the dangers of leaving you on the bench, that you would obviously come on and score.
Well, I just hope he doesn't do it next week. I think it's fair to say he wanted to freshen up a little bit, the gaffer, so he played Ali Mitchell through the middle with Bunyan, and you know, as I say, it was difficult, especially in the first half, because Hearts had the vast majority of the play, but the second half, Paul had a good shot left peg just by the post. We scored a couple of good goals, and I think we just created and looked at a different side second half.
It must be on days like this that you're really proud of the team, because that was a great comeback.
Oh, superb. I'm definitely proud of every one of the guys, even the 2 subs, John Henry, who's had a hard time in recent weeks. He can't get a sniff because the guys have done so well in the middle of the park. He's done himself good today, and he'll be in contention for next week. McCoist followed it in as he always does. He's been doing from day one, and he's got a solid goal, so delighted for these guys.